All right, what's up, everybody? Good to be back with you again. We are taking on Athletic Club Taipei, as has been our custom here throughout the save from time to time. Of course, we play every team 3 times a year, but this is always a big rivalry match. This is one of the few teams that has proven over and over again that they can beat us, and we are playing against them on the road. We have 10 points out of 4 matches, a goal differential of 10. The only blemish was that one draw. We were up 3-0 in that match. And wound up drawing it, unfortunately. And so we better hope here that we can get a big victory. A big victory means that we're going to look really, really good in retaining the title and in making sure that we can get some good money here long term. And fortunately for us, the Taipei attempt on goal ends up falling short of everything. And so we'll see what happens here as we start this match. Apologies, as you can tell, I'm still not 100% over this cold that I've managed to pick up over the last couple days. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Here's Menegon with a shot from the outside of the area that just hits off of the post, off of the top bar. And that's a shame because it would have been nice to see him score. Liu Chunjie over to Huang Chiwei, and that's lumped forward for nobody, and we keep having that problem, lumping the ball forward, even though I tell them not to. Silla with it over to Ndaye, and Ndaye knocks us over to Menegon. This is a little bit more promising. It's over to Silla, then to Lingwanda, and Lingwanda needs to figure out where the goal is. That was very, very good, and he was wide open, and we want him to take the shot, but we need him to score it. Huang Chiwei up to Nene, and Nene just isn't good enough in the air to do that. Feng Xiaochi is able to win this one back over to Liu Chunjie. It's over to Nene here, and here is Ndaye who scores easily. Wow, the keeper didn't move at all. I mean, Ndaye with that shot, I guess surprised everybody. He's certainly surprised everybody on on Athletic Club Taipei. I mean, you watch this here. So Nene gets this here, another header to him, and Ndaye is just wide open, and he takes that first time. The keeper looks like he didn't even know what was going on. It looks like he was looking at one of the empty seats behind him. So it's 1-0 for Mars FC, and we have been off to a pretty major start here. And we're looking pretty good so far. Let's see if we can get the ball back off of them and score again. We don't want to win by one. We want to win by many. When we win, we want to dominate, not just come up with a small and, inconclusive type of victory. Instead, we want to be totally decisive in everything that we do. And right now they are playing keep away from our defenders, and Huang Chiwei unfortunately not able to win that one. That was a good block by Liu Chunjie. The youngster is finally starting to get his feet down underneath him. And let's see if Nene can win that one. He can, and so it looks okay. Here's Menegon with the free kick, and it ends up going up and doing just about nothing, and they have a counterattack already. We've seen this before, and we'll see it again. Nene with the good stop over to Silla, now to Feng Xiaochi, and over to Liu Chunjie again. Down to Chen Zhengju, and over to Silla, to Lingwanda. There we go. Over to Nene, and it's over to Menegon. There we go. Now we have something set up. Menegon looking for a way to cross over to Silla. Back to Menegon, and that's a good place to have him over to Lingwanda, and that was blocked, and that's a little bit unfortunate because I thought that Lingwanda was going to make up for his utter inability to score just a few minutes ago. This was a really, really good position for him to be in. You can see they're almost like sagging off of him, but there that defender did get his foot in the way, and that prevented that shot from going in or from really being a shot. Feng Xiaochi now with the corner and ends up with Chen Chengju in the end. And he's fouled in the penalty area. That's a pretty harsh call. It looked like a contentious decision at the least. Yeah, I would agree with that one. That looked a little bit harsh. Here's Huang Chiwei to make it 2-0, and he scores 2-0. That's the only way that Huang Chiwei, by the way, is going to score since he's playing at center back. And, we'll take it. We'll take it 2-0 from Mars FC. Don't know about that penalty call. I thought that was a little bit harsh. That didn't look like it was anything close to a penalty to me. Here is Chiliwei, who knocks this over to Menegon to Nene, and he's looking for Silla, and unfortunately it just didn't work that time. But luckily they lump it back, and Li Chaba ends up grabbing it, passing it to Liu Chunjie, down to Cai Yuting, and we're back on a roll. It's knocked forward to Ndaye, and Ndaye now kind of leaves the defender in his dust, but he just didn't have enough control of that ball. It's over to Liu Chunjie now. Huang Chiwei knocks his forward link for Ndaye again. There he is. and there was the shot, and I thought Nene was going to score there. He looks like he was turned the wrong way. I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to shoot with your back to the goal, but it was a brave effort nonetheless. Menegong almost scores a free kick, and so they know that I really, really want this team to score more goals and to do just a little bit better. Lingwada with it now over to Ndaye, down to Chen Chengju, over to Silla. Silla over to Nene, back to Silla. Silla shouldn't be taking that shot. He's a little too excited, hoping to get on the score sheet. That was a good set of passing from us, and is one of those things where if you're on the field, it's probably hard to see, to get a good vision of everything that's going on. But from this vantage point, you could clearly see that had worked brilliantly, and that we had the defenders completely beaten. And then Silla, for whatever reason, got a little bit too excited and knocked off a shot when he shouldn't have. Here's Nene, and he unfortunately is blocked. There were 3 guys around him. So everybody in this league is trying to figure out what to do with Nene, and I'm supposing all of those are our supporters, because I think we're the only team that really has a shot at winning this title. Now, we don't want to speak too soon, and we'll go ahead and skip this. I have a place to go in a couple of minutes. We don't want to speak necessarily too soon, but we are looking really, really good. Ndaye now has come up with a little bit of a knock, so we'll have to figure out what we do with him. It's Feng Xiaoqi over to Liu Chunjie. It is pass forward for Nene, and here he is, and there's the shot, and it's out. We're going to make a quick substitution, so we're not going to do whatever it is that they want us to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do one of these, and then we're going to take you off, and we're going to put you on. That's what we're going to do. And so off comes Ndaye. We're hoping that he doesn't get injured for too long, since he's a key to this team. And this allows us to at least experiment a little bit with Lingwanda playing up forward a little bit more. Nene back to Lingwanda, over to Menegong. Menegong over to Chen Chengju, who is kind of in an odd position. I'm not quite sure why he's the one who's that far forward. You would expect it to be Nene up there trying to get the header and trying to pull it down, instead of our defensive midfielder. But Chen Chengju has been playing like that ever since he's been on the team. I don't know why he does it. It drives me nuts. We need him to be defensive-minded, not offensive-minded. I probably should think about actually switching him with Lingwanda and letting him do what he wants to do, but I don't think that he's good enough. Li Chaba with the stop, and that requires Menegong to knock that out for a corner. This is a dangerous position for us to be in. And so we'll see what we can do. Of course, you know how it is. You come up here and you think, hey, I have about 10 minutes. I want to play this game. I want to get it recorded, and then it's going to take longer than 10 minutes. Of course, every time. Silla with the header, and that is kept out by Cho Li Wei, the keeper for Athletic Club Taipei, and it's passed back to our back, so we'll take that. And here's Nene in on goal, and he was offside by maybe an inch or two, just a little bit, but I think it was probably the right call. And unfortunately, Nene still has not been able to score in this match. This is a lump forward for him again, and you can see what the plan is. Nene's offside. And he doesn't score anyway. There's no call, which is a little bit odd. How Nene misses this one, I don't know, but he should probably have been called for offside here, I think. Yeah, I think he's offside. I mean, what can you say? You don't hit them all, We're happy as that he's getting in the position. That's the thing that's the most important bit for us. But, yeah, I thought he was offside. I thought that was a pretty obvious offside call that they needed to make, So it is. Here we are again. Silla now with the header, and it doesn't quite go in. Another header by him, and it still doesn't go in. So we have been shut away from the goal multiple times. That post seems like a brick wall. Nene now with the pass forward, and it stays out. Here he is again. And it doesn't happen. I don't know why Nene was taking that free kick. What happened to Menegong? Here is Nene once again, and he knocks this one forward over, looking for Lingwanda. And yeah, Lingwanda, not quite the same player that Ndaye is. Ndaye scores that one most of the time. It's Haiyu team with an awful pass, and we need to see better from our captain. And Li Chaba with a good stop. So he's, and I guess Huang Chiyuan was offside. I don't know. I don't think that was a particularly good call. Some questionable referee decisions here so far in this match. Nene again with a free kick, and Huang Chiyuan goes over and grabs that, and then is tackled by their keeper. So it is. Huang Chiyuan hoping for a little bit more glory, but it's not going to happen. He's not quite good enough. This isn't this isn't one of those teams with the really, really big, center backs who can get their head on everything and who score, 20 goals a season or whatever. We're more like maybe we get 1 or 2 from a penalty and that's it. Lingwanda tries to bring it down. He just doesn't have the control over it. Doesn't matter in the end. We win 2-0. Good match from us. Despite all my complaining, 62% of the possession, 7.17 average rating, and it's pretty good. Talk to you tomorrow.